So I've always wondered, when you look at finance creators, they seem to have their act together. They talk about personal finance, budgeting, investing. Let me bring you on a journey on how much I spend in a week as a finance-based creator. And today, it's the 6th of April, and I decided to start the week on a Saturday because we have a Seedly Personal Finance Festival. And if I have a chance, I'll do a quick interview with some of the other finance creators to know more about their spending habits and their lifestyle. This video is in collaboration with Tiger Brokers. So they've recently just released the first ever debit card in Singapore that offer cashback in terms of fractional shares. So I think there are three main differences between a debit versus a credit card. So a credit card will require some sort of an annual salary hurdle. Specifically for a debit card, you just need to make sure that there's money in the account before spending. And this is also good because it prevents any sort of misuse or fraudulent transaction over the limit that you wish to put in your debit card itself. So on the second point, there's no annual fee, there's no recurring charges, there's no high interest bearing loans if you miss your payments. And last but not least, you're able to have some sort of a budgeting and spending control because you literally need to put in money before you can spend, rather than the normal just wave and forget about it. Now, credit card definitely do have their own perks, but looking at this Tiger Boss debit card, they're essentially trying to model after some of these rewards credit cards do offer while retaining some of the benefits of a debit card. So what I'll do is logging into the Tiger Trade app, you go to profile, going into the debit card section. So right here, I'll click on to top up. Let's just top up via my linked bank account. Let's see whether it's instantaneous. I'll top up 200 Singapore dollars and see, just within a minute, less than a minute, available to spend 200 Singapore dollars. I'll see you guys after I get ready for the Seedly event. Okay, so I'm here at the Marina Bay Sands for Seedly's personal finance event. Happy to have met some of you here, but anyway, I've forgotten to mention just now that you can actually link your Tiger Boss debit card to your smartwatch or even your smartphone and then just tap accordingly. That's basically how you use it without the physical card itself. I've incurred my first expenditure already. It's actually the MRT or travel transport. So in this case, I'm not too sure how much it is, but I'll just do a post edit here. And I'll just keep a running record, probably at this side of the screen. I'll roam around and try to hunt for some of the other influencers and ask them how much they spend in a week. So Kelvin, how much do you spend in a week?
I think like 100 plus or maybe 150 at the bare minimum lah, bare minimum.
250 lah. I mean, okay, if I'm discounting travel, then maybe, 200, I think it's fine. Probably $30, $50 per week.
$30, $50, your food, all this you don't need to spend?
Yeah, even working days, just lunch. One lunch, probably $10 on average.
Okay.
Dinner, I don't spend on dinner.
You don't spend anything on entertainment?
What kind of entertainment?
Going
This is entertainment. Silly event.
So what are your major categories in that breakdown?
Food, I think, will take up the most. Right, then followed by, I guess, entertainment.
Wow, my kid, her milk powder very expensive. Yeah.
What's a recent purchase that you think is very extravagant or indulgent?
I think maybe MacBook. I think it was 4K.
Because I travel, I think, every other month. Time is like a few thousand lah.
What if you can just give one budgeting tip to the audience?
Don't travel. I think you should set aside, per month, right? How much you want to save first before you go and spend.
You don't have to spend for the sake of spending. But if you think about something for a very long time and you still want to buy, then just buy it. Don't feel guilty after that.
Don't need to save money lah. So I think focus more on earning money instead of trying to save every $1-2 instead.
We then went on to visit some of the booths at the Seedly event and also sat in to tune in to the conversations. And I'm heading over for the first meal of the week. Everything here is probably overpriced, so let's see how much damage it's gonna do to my wallet. So we went to Canton Paradise, and 3 pork buns and 1 duck noodle amounted to $30.93. I didn't force her to order lesser. She said she was not hungry. We then head over to Orchard, where she won this giveaway, and apparently it's an in thing now where you have smashed croissant. It's supposed to be $6, but since she won it, it's free of charge. Oh, and since we are around Uniqlo, I decided to buy a shirt for $20 as well. And we ended off the day at Baristart Coffee. They currently have a 1-for-1 on Auto Eats until the 19th of June 2024. And 2 sets of cheeseburger actually amounted to around $32. So that's $16 per pax. And for the quality, I think it's pretty solid. And before heading home, we went to Gokoku, Bought 3 bread. It's probably for my lunch tomorrow because I'm meeting her again for breakfast. So that pretty much sums up today. Decided to take a short morning walk and did some exercises. Thereafter, proceeded to a nearby hawker centre to share a bowl of porridge because we were both still extremely full from yesterday. Oh, and she bought this munchy pancake. So it's not under my balance sheet because she paid for it. And I went back home to do some work. Thereafter, I ate the bread that I bought yesterday for my quote-unquote dinner. And that's how I ended my weekend. And on Sunday, I spent a grand total of only $2.07. Oh, and we started filming 2 episodes of Backhold the Pod at 10:30 p.m. on a Sunday. So today is the 8th of April. It's the start of the work week and it's a Monday. And it's actually a very, very special day as well because it's my biggest boss' birthday and I believe we are throwing a surprise party for him in the office. Side note, the weather in Singapore, it's incredibly and stupidly hot. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the lunch catered was fantastic. So I've just left the office. I'm incredibly full from all the feasting just now in the afternoon. Probably gonna do a 20-hour fast. So I had lunch at like 2-3 p.m. just now and probably gonna skip dinner today and I'm gonna skip breakfast tomorrow. So the entire expenditure for today is basically the transport to and fro office. If not, yeah, today I'm probably not gonna eat any more things and we'll see you tomorrow. So it's currently Tuesday, which is day 4 of this what I spend in a week. I'm on my way to the office now and I'm still holding strong on my 22-hour fast coming from yesterday. So I'm probably heading out for lunch later at around 12 p.m. and I will officially show you what I kind of spend on a work from office day because at least for yesterday, I got the whole meal or the whole day covered because of the party itself. So we headed to a nearby kopitiam for lunch. And for those of you who don't know, you can use the NTUC FairPrice app to get a 10% discount on most food. You can even link your Tiger Boss debit card to it. So I had chicken rice for lunch and bought a bread from this place called Baang. So this is just a midweek check-in. And I really just wanted to do a very quick reflection. Unless I'm with my girlfriend specifically, my life is pretty much very boring. It's behind a computer, whether is it at work or is it at home. And I'm happy that you actually made it this far. I wanted to introduce this concept to you guys called the money Dao. We all have an area in our life that we naturally love to spend money on. The idea behind some people love tech gadgets, some people like food, traveling, etc. etc. It's all about turning the spending Dao up and down. Long story short, knowing your priorities. So personally for me, I really don't care too much about the food I consume or the transport mode that I use. I don't need to grab everywhere I go. And also even my clothings. I've pretty much worn the same thing everywhere I go. So I definitely care more about my girlfriend than money. And in fact, whenever I'm out with my girlfriend, she likes to go on food adventures, she likes to explore different places, and we also like to travel a lot. So that's probably where most of my expenses come from. But I think the way that we kind of deconflict it is really we try to find more value for money, alternatives like one-for-one deals, etc. I'm there just to enjoy the time with her and to spend money. And another important thing that I hold close to my heart, especially as a finance influencer, is investment specifically. I do allocate more than 50% of my income to stocks and equities. And also just a quick transition, because I've shared throughout the entire video about my personal experience with Tiger Boss debit card. You get 1% cashback on most of your spendings with no expiry dates and not much hurdle to jump through. And a Tiger Boss card is free to apply with extremely competitive FX rates. And they're running a crazy referral program where you get $5 per each successful referral and you have a chance to win $888 for every 3 successful referrals. So I'll leave the link to sign up for the card in the description below. And this card is suitable for those of you with low starting capital and low spending habits. And for those of you without a Tiger Broker account yet, I honestly don't know what you're waiting for. They currently have pretty attractive rewards campaign, especially for new users. You can receive Apple and Tesla fractional shares if you fulfill the necessary requirements. So the sign up link will be in the description box down below. So we had dinner at Paik's Noodles and the serving was humongous. So if you're going there with friends you can probably share one serving of carbs. Thereafter, we went to a nearby Giant to basically shop for groceries because we decided to have hot pot the next day. And it's a public holiday, that's why we had the luxury of time. So, day 5 is a public holiday, and I wish all my Muslim friends a happy Hari Raya. I started off the day with another backholder recording with a special guest. We then proceeded to have lunch and dinner by cooking hot pot at home. So day 6 was pretty typical. I reached office, it was raining a little bit. I did some work, and then we headed out for lunch to Saizeriya. I got a set meal for $9. They had free flow drinks as well, so all is good. For dinner that day, I actually met up with my girlfriend and we explored this place. It's our first time there as well. It's called Seng House. And we ordered 3 dishes. One is the duck confit, the fried squid, and a crepe cake. The duck was okay, but I didn't really like the pasta. The squid was slightly oily, but for those of you who love alcohol, you might want to give the crepe cake with rum a try. And we both kind of liked it. And on the side, I wanted to just give a massive shout out to this app called BeLife. My girlfriend downloaded it. They gave some welcome rewards voucher. We basically managed to offset half of the ticket price of our dinner. And on top of that, she actually won additional vouchers to visit other restaurants or cafes as well. Apparently, they also give you a 10% cashback if you pay using the app itself. And we walk away as happy customers. This video is not sponsored by BeLife, by the way. I'm just sharing a hack. So for the last day, it's nothing particularly exciting. It's a work from home day, so I'll be working in the morning and afternoon. I don't have any interesting or additional activity. I'm probably just gonna stay at home. So specifically for my spending, I took advantage of DBS PayLah campaign and got a $3 cashback for my breakfast bihun. It's $4.90 and I bought a bread for $2.60. So $4.60 will be the expenditure for my entire day because I'm probably eating the bread for lunch plus dinner. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of how much I spend in a week as a finance creator and also a breakdown of the Tiger Boss debit card. So I've also received my cashback in the forms of Tesla fractional shares. So I guess you can say that I'm also a proud Tesla shareholder for now. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this video series and I'll leave the link and the location and everything mentioned in this video in the description box down below.